Ba-da-da-da-da-da. What up, YouTube? What is going on? What y'all up to? I'm listening to like Elon Musk. There's like this interview, and I'm like listening to Elon Musk. Let some of y'all get up in the stream. What's up with my eye? I'm like breaking out here or something. Mm. Hope it goes away tomorrow. Maybe I need to drink some more water. What's going on? What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? Thank you for going live. I was bored. Yep, I'm bored too. I just got out of the shower. Like I washed my hair, so like I had the hair dryer for like an hour. So now I think it's like it's dry enough, you know. I'm just like stacking it in the front so I can get it on my face. What's good? Nothing much with me. A huge joining me drinking tonight. No, I'm not doing anything tonight. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm just gonna wash my hair, so it's like the scalp is dry, but like some of my ends are like wet, you know. So I'm gonna try to stay awake for a couple more hours, so like it can just like hang dry, you know. How do you grow your hair? Just take a lot of vitamins. I did not go to the Golden Gate Bridge protest. I didn't know about the protest today. I mean, I'm just gonna tell y'all, man. The protests, it's been so many of them, and for the past 2 days, like this is what's been going on with me. The past 2 days has been really windy, and when it's really windy, I can only take so much of the wind. Basically, I can only take so much of like this hot sun in my face, and it's windy. Like it makes my head hurt, but it's not like a headache. It's just like my head like hurts. You know what I mean? Because it's just constantly like wind blowing, and I'm just like I just can't stay outside. You know, like today, like I was gonna go and look for the protest after I came home because that's when I discovered there was a protest going on, and then I was thinking, dude, like I just don't even want to be outside in that freaking wind, yo. Like today was like 25-mile-per-hour winds like all day. And then going to the Golden Gate Bridge, I mean, I'm pretty sure the winds were much faster than 25 miles per hour on the bridge, yo. Like, dang. You talking about my forehead? Go ahead. I know my forehead big. I mean, I'm tired. Like now, because the thing about the protests, yo, they last a really long time. It's a lot of walking. It's a lot of screaming. It's a lot of talking. You know, yes, there's water, but it's hard to pee. You know, like it's you're in direct sunlight. You know, yeah, it's not like I say, it's not cold outside. I mean, it's not hot outside, but then it's like I don't know, you're still in the sun. You know, I'm definitely getting ready to travel. What's probably gonna happen with me is I may just who knows I may just take off and travel like randomly. Like I may move randomly. I'm just gonna tell y'all. It's just yeah, I may just move randomly. Jermaine, you are missing out on the stock market big time. I'm definitely am. I got a lot of cash on the sidelines. Yeah, I am definitely missing out on the stock market, y'all. I just haven't been buying anything. Who is this? Keep asking all these questions. My hair is like still not dry. Like it's so wet right here. And it's just gonna be that way until in the morning because I'm not gonna do anything to it right now. I mean, maybe if I stay awake a couple more hours, it'll dry. But I've always been here since last month. Oh, okay. You just hit me with a bunch of questions. Airline stocks went up. I guess I didn't invest in them. You know what? This ain't the last time stocks gonna go up, so don't trip. Been watching van rebuild videos. Ooh, that sounds very creative. Hello from the Bronx. Yo, I was gonna do another skateboarding video, like a skateboarding tour, but like I say, like it's been windy for the past couple of days. I don't look. Let me check the forecast tomorrow because I think there's gonna be wind tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be windy, but Monday it shouldn't be as bad. And the problem with going to the protest when it's really windy, I can film. Okay, I can film. This is one thing I can do. I can film. But one problem I'm gonna run into is I can film the protest, but you probably won't be able to hear much because it's gonna be so windy. I mean, even with a dead cat, it's still windy. Like I would need a bigger dead cat. Like I would need like one of them the things that the. It's crazy, yo. How windy it is out there. Do you think stocks will decline after some type of financial report soon? Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think is going on with the stock market. Like, I think I figured it out. Like, I've been like following some people on YouTube, and like, this is one theory I think that's going on with the stock market, yo, and with the real estate market. And if you think about it, it's kind of scary. Okay, so if you look at how much money the Federal Reserve has been printing, right? They've been printing money like crazy, okay? Like just this year, they've created so much money out of thin air that like when you look at this chart, all the money that they've created before this crisis, it doesn't even look like they created any of it. And then when this crisis comes, they have created so much, they've printed so much money, right? So, well, okay, I mean, you don't have to listen to me, like, somebody just asked me, and I'm just giving you my theory. I'm not saying I'm a financial advisor or any shit like that. Like, someone asked me, and I'm just giving my theory, okay? So, I mean, whatever. So, what I think is going on is since they've printed so much freaking money, rich people who have a lot of money have figured out that, look, these dollars are going to go down in value just because they have just they printed so many trillions of dollars just in a short amount of time, right? So you have a lot of this is what I think. I think that a lot of rich people are taking their money and putting it into stocks, or they're putting their money into real estate. Because think about this. What else would explain why the real estate market would go up? Now, I'm not telling anybody to go buy stocks or anything. Like, I'm not buying anything. I'm just sitting on the sidelines. But I mean, I'm trying to think, like, why else would it go up in the middle of a pandemic, you know? Well, if people think that the dollars are going to be worth less, they would just rather put them in any assets that they can, because hopefully those assets they're higher than what they were when they put the money in. So that's what I think it could be. I mean, it's the only thing that could make sense. That's not true. Everyone is saving cash, not investing. Well, I'm not. I'm talking about like really, really, really like big hedge funds and those type of people. You know, like people that have tons of money. I'm not talking about like people like us. I'm not talking about retail investors. No, I'm talking about like the people at the top. Like I think because what else would explain it? Like what else would explain it? I know you want to say I'm not a financial advisor or whatever, but like I know a lot. I know way more about how this shit works than like your average person. Okay. Just because I ride a skateboard don't mean I'm like a fool, you know. Maybe you're just incompetent, you know. But anyway, I mean when you look at the market, like when you look at basic things. Okay, this is not rocket science at all. But like I don't think most people know this. But when you look at like when you just think of like how companies work. Okay, you have people that go to work every day. And let's say they've been working for like 10 years, they've been working for 20 years. Usually those people are going to invest in like the 401k program with their job, right? Now, if these people are not working right now because of this pandemic and they're getting unemployment, they're not investing that money with their job, okay? Another thing, companies usually pay dividends, all right? Yo, thanks for the super chat, Marty. Companies usually pay dividends, right? But then a lot of companies have cut dividends right now. And in good times, when companies pay dividends, what do majority of the people do with the dividends? They reinvest it back into the market, and that pushes up the value again. So you have a lot of things that's like not normally pushing up the market, and then you have it just creeping up like it is. People coming out and buying stuff again. People are definitely coming out buying stuff again. I crashed my scooter the other day. I'm lucky I'm alive. Ooh, be careful. No, I haven't had anything to drink. I just had some Coca-Cola, but no alcohol. I don't know. It's a scary world out there. Mm. Who knows what's going on? I just want this. I want people to go back to work so things can get back to normal, you know? I have your battery. What do you mean you have my battery? Did you steal it? You probably did steal it. Hey, so guys, I think I figured out my next bike I'm gonna get. Plenty of retail. Oh, retail sucks. Yeah, I realize things won't be the same. But what I mean is, things won't be the same. What I'm really talking about is like, when I want things to sort of open back up, so I can see what the new reality is really gonna be. You know, my gosh, that's so freaking loud, yo. Yo, what he gonna give? I did not go to the Golden Gate Bridge, yo. I didn't go to the Golden Gate Bridge because I didn't know about it, and I know for sure that I would not have been able to film on the Golden Gate Bridge because it was 25 miles per hour wind in downtown. So the Golden Gate Bridge, I don't know how windy it was out there. From your red mini. Hey, are you down in LA? Are you down in LA? I can buy it from you. You gotta move to Noe. Oh, you're in Marin. With you have a rad power bike in Marin? I thought you were down in LA. Oh no, never mind. Oh, you in LA? Oh, yoga. You're in LA. I saw one. I'm like filming with my iPad tonight. I didn't feel like doing the GoPro thing. Can we do another vlog tomorrow? Who is this? I had a red mini. Can we do another vlog tomorrow? Agent Lewis. Who is Agent Lewis? Are you my homie that lives in Oakland? Yo, I heard rumors that bars in San Francisco are gonna open back up on the 12th. If bars open back up in the city, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be more busy. It's gonna definitely be more busy. It's definitely going to be busy because if the bars open up in the city, that means that a lot of other businesses are going to already be open. Do a stream at the bars. I don't miss paying $10 drinks at bars. I have definitely not missed not going to bars. I have saved so much money not going to bars. Yo, you are right about that. I've also, it's been nice not to drink either. It's been nice to just chill at home. Like I don't know, I probably will go to bars, but like I kind of don't want to drink. Maybe I'll find somewhere else to go. I mean, if bars are gonna open back up, gyms are gonna open back up. So maybe I'll just maybe I'll just freaking go to the gym or something. Have you heard about the Copenhagen super pedestrians and moderate road scooter that can be swiped to a bike? Oh, I've definitely heard of those. I heard of those, but I mean, for the city, I don't really want something customizable. I want something a little bit more stocked if I'm going to be locking it up on the side of the street. You know, I don't want to have a custom bike. You know, I don't, you know what I mean? I want to, something that's slick, smooth, something that's city proof, you know? Anything custom is not so city proof when you're locking it up outside on the street. You know what I mean? I don't want someone to come by and like take something off and stuff like that. So that's why I don't really do custom builds. I mean, if I do a custom build, it might be like maybe a basket or something like that, but like not too much electrical unless it's very stealthy. You know what I mean? Because in the city, all the homeless people, like, if you have a custom bike, like, they're gonna go and mess with your bike like real fast, yo. And they may not even steal it; they'll just take stuff off, you know. And if you got like just a real smooth bike, and you know you don't have a lot of things on the bike that people can just tinker with, you can save yourself a big headache, yo. Like, real big headache. You know, because like, you know, I see a lot of bikes in the Red Power group, and a lot of people have customizations on their bike. They may have like a bell, and then they have like this really big thing to put their phone in, and they have this water bottle case, and they have a flashlight on top, and the bike already has a flashlight on it, but they put another one, and they just put all this stuff on their bike, you know. And I'm thinking, yo, in the city, man, they gonna steal all that shit off your bike, you know. So like, you kind of have to have it like really, really slick. And with those bikes, it's got the battery in the bag, right? They'll take that bag off of one of those bikes so fast, yo. And it's not even that they want to take it to use it. It's just they take it just to take it, you know. It's just they take it just to take it, just because they don't have it. They just take it, you know. Because that's how it is with a lot of things. Like, they'll just take stuff. It's not that they, you know what I mean? They'll just take it, right? And it's just, how do you stop that, you know? I'm to the point where, like, if the new cases of COVID start exploding, you know, so what? I mean, so what? I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I have parents that are old, but then at the same time, I mean, what are we gonna do? Just close down everything? Like, I mean, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna literally close down everything? Like, does that work? I mean, does that work? I mean, dude, I don't think these protests. I think these protests. Well, yeah, they were for George Floyd, and yeah, the Antifa people probably want to go out and exercise their rights too, and yeah, it was probably some other people that wanted to go out. But I think a lot of people, I think a majority of these people at these protests have one thing in common. One thing in common. They've been locked up in their house. Okay. They've been locked up in their house, and people are just like, fuck it, yo. They don't care. And I mean, there's a lot of people out there that says, okay, we need to keep the country down. We need to keep the country shut down. Well, you know what? If you keep it shut down, If you literally keep this country shut down, yo, all of retail is gonna be gone except for freaking Amazon and maybe Walmart. You know, so like, what do you want to do at the end of the day? What do you want to do at the end of the day? I know, like, maybe someone is older and they're watching me and they're like, I'm gonna die. Well, I'm sorry. Like, you know, when we go to war, soldiers are saying the same thing. They're saying, I'm gonna die. You know, like, people die every day. People die every day. Like, there's just nothing else I can say. You know. There's a freaking oil spill in Russia. I mean, I just don't know what we would do. You know, it's just scary. Keeping them. And you know, when I say like open the country, like if places want to close, like close, but just tell like all businesses you have to close. Big oil spill. People have died from the regular flu. People have died, but I don't think people die from the regular flu all the time, though. You know. Oil spill. What? Oil spill. Yeah, I've been loving the booster lately. The booster's been fun. The booster's been a lot of fun. Just zipping around the city. I'm getting back used to it. But you know what? If it was an oil tanker, I don't even think. I wonder where it came from. Did it come from like? Did it come from Iran? Was it going to Iran? We can barely hear you, bro. You can barely hear me for real? You should be able to hear me. Oh, it's a tanker? Shot. I don't think I want to do any shots. After I did that shot the other night, I did not feel good the next day, y'all. I did not feel good the next day. Yo, thanks for the super chat. I think I missed it. Russia got hella oil. Just wash my hair so it smells so freaking good. Oh, it's a very remote area. That sucks because that makes it really hard to get to. 2020 has been a freaking horrible year, y'all. You got that right. Alex is trying to get me to come to New York. I'm trying to think, should I go to New York, yo? Should I go to New York? Have you tried the no pee method, no poo method? What's the fucking no poo method? That sounds gross. Rapunzel, let down your hair. Your stream's the best. Your last year streams the best. Yeah, last year was really good. Yeah. Putin loves oil. Yes, he does, right? So what y'all up to tonight? I'm just curious. I'm always curious what y'all doing. Yeah, 30% is a lot of money, yo. 30% is a boatload of money. I think the U.S. should do things. I think the U.S. should make people, force people to save money. And not necessarily force people, but they should greatly incentivize people to save money. For example, I think that there should be tax incentives for people to save money. Okay, since people don't save money, I think that like, okay, for example, you know how like if you have a 401k, you can like write off like $6,000 a year off of your, you know, and when you put money into a 401k, if you have a health savings account, you can write off $3,500. I think that they should make another account, right? And it's just a savings account. It's a emergency savings account. And I think that they should do something where like you can put in like $5,000 a year, okay, and you can write it off on your taxes, but you have to leave the money in there, and then it'll cap you off at 25,000. Okay, so once you hit 25,000 in that account, you can't take advantage of that anymore. But if you ever get yourself in a situation where like you need money, you can go pull from it with no penalty, with no nothing, right? You can go pull from it. Let's say you need $5,000, you go pull $5,000 out, right? You're off work for 2 months, okay? And then, you know, you're chilling. You're off work for 2 months. You know, you use the money, right? And then next year, you start back to working. Well, now, since you got 20,000 in that account, because you took the 5,000 because the limit was 25, well, the next year, now they let you put $5,000 back into that account, you know, tax free. But then it's kind of like if you let people do that tax free, well, what if people just do it tax free, but then once they get 25,000, then they just take out like 20,000 and go buy a car, you know? Because then that way that person basically they didn't pay taxes on the money to buy the car. So it would be kind of tricky to work out, but they need to have something along those lines to get people to save. And I'm talking about like your average Joe person, like something to incentivize them, you know, to be like, oh yeah, I want to save because this is good, you know. Yeah, you're right. Negative low interest rates and negative interest rates won't get people to save money. But they also say cash is trash, you know. Under Trump, I'm not investing. Oh my gosh, you are missing out. I mean, you don't have to invest in the stock market. There's so many other things you can invest in. You know, you don't have to invest in the stock market or real estate. I mean, you can invest in cryptocurrency. You can invest in real estate. I mean, not real estate. You can invest in gold. You can invest in other commodities. You can buy and sell things that could go up in value in the future. You know, collectibles. You know, or you don't have to invest in something. You don't have to invest in something that is going to go up in the future. You can invest in something that can make you money today. You know, so not investing when Trump is around is just oh, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. That's just like saying I'm not gonna wipe my ass since Trump isn't president. So what does that mean? You're gonna walk around with a shitty ass? Like at the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt Trump. It's gonna hurt you. You know. So yeah, wow. don't let Trump keep you from investing because if Trump keeps you from investing, Trump is gonna keep you poor. And you don't want that to be. No, you don't want that to be. No, don't let nobody stop you from investing. You get your money, yo. Get your money, yo, and make sure you go get you a gold chain too. Get fresh. Get you some real cool shoes, yo, and get you some sunglasses. You know. Stocks are popping though. Stocks are popping. That's why I love live streams. Like somebody can like easily like throw something up in there, and then I just like just got so much to say behind it. You know. I love it. I love it. I love it. Saving has nothing to do with the decline of the dollar every year. It doesn't. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. But you know what though? You say blow it on some chains and shoes, but it really depends on how you look at it. It also depends on how much you save. Like, and then it depends on how much the stuff you buy is worth. I think Apple is trying to increase popularity in China. Oof, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? sunglasses are free. Yes, yes, yes. Get that bag. Why don't they change Social Security to be like 401k instead of putting your money into it's your own money? Well, I don't do the Social Security at all, yo. You don't if you don't have to do Social Security. Like if you're an independent contractor, like I don't pay that shit because I don't think it's gonna be around. I do the 401k. I do the 401k plan, and then I'm not even relying on that shit because 65 years old, like I'm 33 right now. I'm gonna have to wait to 65 before I can get that money out. Man, hell no. I got some other accounts, yo. Like I might not even make it to 65. I mean, riding skateboards and shit like I do. 65, that's like 30 more years from now. Like that's too goddamn long, you know. But the reason why I still take advantage of it is because, you know, I save so much of my money anyway. So it's only like what $6,000 a year. You know, and check this out. What if I do make it to 65? I'll have another account I can use. You thought I was 22? No, I'm old. Old as shit. That's deep. What do you mean? Everybody thinks I'm super young. You're 10 years off. I know, right? Everybody thinks I'm super young, dude. Like, all the time people think I'm young. I'm like, no, I'm old. Love your logs. Just wash mine. Yeah, I like just wash mine right now. I'm trying to, that's why I'm squeezing them because the tips, like, I feel water coming out, you know? I've been blow drying it. You're Jesus age. 33. Gosh, dude. 30s are. I did not like my 30s, dude. I'm telling you, I had way more. Like, it's fun. But I'm just like, I don't know, my 30s are like lonely, you know? Like, when I was younger, people always talk about how the 30s were their best years. The 30s are their best years. Like, I mean, there are things in my 30s that are really good, but then there are a lot of things in my 30s that are like, it's downhill. Like I guess things have just, the world has changed. Like, we're just more into technology now, you know? Like, when I was younger, when I was 20, like, I hung out with people more, you know? Like, I did different things, but now it's just like, we live in this digital world, you know? Just, yeah. Just can. Hmm. You got more plays. If you don't, you gotta move back to Memphis. No, I don't want to move back. I don't think I want to move back to Memphis. Coming your way, another day, another adventure. Played outside. 40 is when you start to feel age. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm 40, dude. 20. Oh, thanks, Marty. When are you gonna go ride again? No, Alex. No, LA. I don't know. Maybe I should have LA soon. LA is super close. Couple hours to LA. Marty, remember that LA ride we did? That was so freaking awesome. I took the train back from New York. Like, I took the freaking train from New York because I didn't want to ship my skateboard because they wouldn't let me take it on the plane. And I got to LA at like 7 in the morning. I had a YouTube subscriber that met me. And him and his girlfriend and we went on like this long freaking skate ride around LA on Sunday morning at like 7 a.m. It was freaking epic, yo. You were riding this skateboard from San Francisco to LA. No, I didn't ride it from San Francisco to LA. No, heck no. That would take a minute. I wonder how many motors would I use? If I don't live to be 100, how is 50 middle age? Oh, you're right. I guess I'm middle age already, right? Train or plane to LA, I would just rent a car. Oh, you need tires. How many countries you plan on travel to? New goal. I still want to do 100 as of now, which that might change to like I don't know. I don't know, it could change. Because the thing is, I don't think I want to settle down. I mean, I don't have an incentive to. I don't have a reason to. Like, I don't. I'm just not ready to settle down. That could change, but like right now, I'm not ready to settle down. And then if I feel like, yeah, I'm just not ready to settle down. Like maybe if I had I don't know, maybe if I had a partner, like honestly, if I like met someone in San Francisco, like I think all of that shit would change. I think all of that would change. I think I would just be like, just super chill, not want to travel, just be just super chill, just to get in the daily routine and be with someone and just do the same thing, right? I don't know if I get bored, but like, I think I would I think I don't know. I think that would be cool. But then that would make me settle down, right? But I don't think I'm gonna settle down. I don't think I'm gonna settle down, yo. Like I don't. Like I think I'm probably gonna go to New York. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm probably gonna go to New York in like a month. That's what I'm guessing. I could just stay here, but I think I might just dip and go to New York, y'all. Because I was looking at this place at like 14th and 3rd Ave, and it was like, I'm like, dude, I really want to live like right in freaking 14th Ave in New York. Like, that'd be so sick, yo. Then I could still like do the same bullshit that I do in San Francisco. Still make $2 grand a week, you know. Like it'll just be the same thing. I'll just be in New York. So I'm just thinking about doing it, y'all. Need to learn a second language. I don't know. Serbia. Hey, Serbia is a spot I want to check out. Can you grow weed? If I was like straight up living in a stable place, like I would definitely grow weed in San Francisco. I would definitely grow weed, but I'm not really living in like a place where I'm gonna be like long term. So I'm not. Maybe growing weed would be a fun job. The climate sucks in NYC. Yeah, but the thing about if I would go to NYC, I would go and I would just stay a couple months. I wouldn't just take off and move there. I would just go for a couple months. I love NYC. But the thing about NYC is that NYC is just so it's full of life. The older you get, it gets tougher though. You start to notice your mid-30s, mid-40s, other women around your age are already married, divorced, and a few kids. Bro, I'm telling you, I already know now it's hard. Like, I already know now it's hard. So I already know when I get older it's gonna be worse. I don't know. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Like, who knows? I might not even. I don't know. I might meet someone tomorrow. You and Alex on a weekly podcast. I do a lot of random stuff in San Francisco. Like, it's not like it's food delivery, YouTube videos, selling things on Shopify. Like, I mean, I don't think anyone can duplicate the bullshit that I do. Like, I didn't even do my normal job this week. My normal job, like TaskRabbit and shopping for people and delivering food. I haven't did none of those jobs this week. I just mainly been doing YouTube and then Shopify. There's so many ways to make money, y'all. And the easiest way to make a couple thousand a week is you have to do like more than one thing. If you're trying to do one thing and you're trying to make, $2,000 a week, that's your problem right there. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do it with one thing. No, I didn't say you can't do it because I know Uber drivers do it. I know little shopkeepers do it. Okay, but they're also putting in a lot more hours. You know, what you got to do is you got to have a couple things going for you. You know, you got to have a couple things going for you. What do you do for TaskRabbit? I do all sorts of jobs on TaskRabbit, but like people hire me directly on the TaskRabbit app because I've worked for so many of the same people before that they'll hire me directly. So like, not hire me directly, like call me directly, but they'll hire me through the app directly, which is cool because it's always a repeat customer, and I already know what's up. You know, like I already know that like, oh yeah, yeah, I already know where to go and meet them, and I probably have a good idea of what they want me to do. You know, and then I also no, I don't code. I don't code because I think coding is like super saturated. I think it's super saturated. Um, but no, I don't do coding. Do you think you'll live in NYC for the choice of me and someone and move back to SF together? No, I don't know. I basically just want to go to New York for the summer just to get out of SF. Like it's so goddamn windy here, y'all. And I'm tired of freezing. It was like 60 degrees all day today. It was like cold, windy. And I'm like, okay, I'm cold, I'm windy. I mean, normally I would not stay in San Francisco this long. Like 6 months? No, I've been here for like what? God damn it, almost 8 months, yo. Like nonstop. Like that's too long, yo. Like usually I go somewhere and travel. Like I did go to New York, but that was like freaking a week in January. You know, like I've been here way too long. Like because you got to think I've been used to traveling all the time. You know, it's definitely it's definitely a tech vacuum. It's definitely a tech vacuum. You seem more of an LA dude, but it's too expensive. No, San Francisco is more expensive than LA, y'all. And I'm definitely not an LA dude. Nah. LA dudes are super GQ, yo. No, no, dude. I'm not an LA dude. I'm not. No, I'm definitely. I'm not an LA dude. Maybe I could pass for Venice Beach, Santa Monica, but like typical LA. Not. No, I don't think I'm typical LA. I mean, maybe I don't know. I think I'm. I would say I'm more of New York because I'm more a city, yo. LA is not city, and then people there are really. It just has a very different culture. Like they people are really like, hey, how's it going? Like, hey, how's it going? Like, people are not like that in San Francisco. Like, no one talks to you like that. Like, no one comes up to me and like, hey, how's it? People are like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, no one is like high pitched like that. Like, that is a complete LA thing. You know, people in the city, man, motherfuckers be like, you looking at me? You smiling at me? What you happy? What you happy for? What you happy for? You know, in LA, people just be mad and unhappy, and they'll still be, oh, hey guys, okay, okay. Like how all the girls say okay. It's like, okay, okay. They only say that shit in LA, okay? No one talks that way in SF. Okay. It's like you must be from SoCal. Oh my gosh, how do you know you? How do you know I'm from SoCal? Because no one in the city talks like that. Like I didn't pull that card so many times on SoCal people, y'all. Like so many times, dude. Like it's like, dude, yo, high pitch. You sound so fake. Like you sound like you auditioning for a goddamn movie that you ain't gonna get because it's so many. There's 100 other fake ass people in front of you trying to audition for the same movie. You know, I can't do the LA thing, yo. I can't do the LA thing. I mean, Bay Area people. That's one thing I do like about Bay Area people. They may not be so, they're not as nice, but then they ain't gonna be fake either. You know, they ain't gonna be fake. But then a lot of Bay Area people won't give you that time of day either. That's one thing I noticed too. LA people, they might be fake as a motherfucker, but they will acknowledge you. They will, like, look at you. I mean, a lot of times in the Bay, like, I go play, like, sometimes I know, sometimes I go places and I feel like, you know, I blend straight into the crowd, you know? And I'm just, like, not noticed. But then other places, like, I go and I notice that I feel like I'm noticed a lot, you know? LA is basically transplants. Man, this beach is cool. So, yeah, it's cold out. You can spend the whole day in SF and not talk to anyone. So I'm telling you, majority of the time in SF, I talk to more people on the phone in New York than I do in SF, like in person. On a normal day in SF, I will talk to people like on the internet more than I will actually talk to them in person. Like there's people in my building. There's a girl that lives on my floor. It's a girl that lives on my floor. We literally talk on the phone like an hour every night. An hour, like every night. But check this out. She lives like just like a few doors down. But like we just talk on the phone. Like I have a homie that, you know, does Uber. We used to do Uber all the time. Now he just sits in his office all the time. He lives really close. Like he lives just right over there, right? I always talk to him on the phone, or it's like Messenger. Okay, it's always that way. Like I have friends that live in Berkeley. I never see them. I go to Berkeley, I never see them. We sit here and we talk on chat, and they're just like right here. They're just right here. Like, you know, it's unusual. Now, don't get me wrong. I do see a lot of like skaters. You know, I see them randomly, but for the most part, like the people that I like for real talk to, it is not in person. Like it's not in person. Like I do not see them, and they're just like less than 1 mile, 2 mile radius, if not on the same floor. And you know, I'm just kind of used to that. In New York, I did not feel that. I did not feel that way at all. I did not feel that way at all. I felt in New York that like I would have a normal day of talking to people. In San Francisco, it's like it's just weird. You know, it's just weird. Like even when I was going to WeWork, like I would go there every day. You know, like I would go there every day, like all the time. I would see the same people, and some people would never talk to me, and they would never make eye contact with me. They would never pay me any attention. If I ever got on the elevator with them, they would never even look at me. And it's like, well, damn, like I've been seeing your dumbass for like a year, a whole year, and you've been acting the same way. You know, you've been acting the same way. Like you act weird, you know. And in New York, I've never, ever met anyone like that in New York. Ever. Like, ever. Like, ever. San Francisco, it's just a common thing. Like, it's just common. I expect it. I expect getting on an elevator, and I expect the other person not to say anything to me. And you know what? I'm cool with not saying anything to them, because that's just how it is, you know? Like, that's just how I get it, you know? It's just weird, you know? And like right now, like there's people that just moved in like next door, and I see them all the time, and they've not even looked over to say hello, like not even looked. Like they're not even like, hey, how's it? They just don't say shit to another one. If I see them in the kitchen, like they won't even look at me. Like, how weird is that? Like, yeah, people just want to keep to themselves. No, I totally get it. Like, I still live here, okay? I still live here. And one thing I want to say too. One thing I want to say, these are not local San Francisco people. Like, these are not local San Francisco people. So I'm not trying to say that like local people are like weird here. For the most part, like I just don't really meet local people unless I go to like certain neighborhoods or certain stores. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I said, I still love this place, but it's very different. Maybe they think I am a thug. Maybe they think I am a thug. Yeah, cause maybe I'm too gangsta. Well, the thing is, this is how I pick up. You say try to initiate contact. This is how I play it. Okay, when when I see people act that way, when I see people react this way, I just think that that's their way. They just don't want to. That's just their way of saying I don't want anything to do with you. Bottom line, like bottom line. And I don't think it's the hair. No, it's not the hair. It's definitely not the hair because it was like this before I had long hair, yo. It was definitely like this before I had long hair. In NYC, you probably have enough people not to ever run into social weirdos. There's a lot of social weirdos, yo. People probably think I am too gangster. I'm a local. Come meet me at my studio. I'll take your photo. All right. Yeah, you want me to? Yeah. What are you in the mission? Everybody has a studio in the mission. Are you in the mission or are you in Selma? You know how many freaking people who never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say something completely different. Like sounds like entire millennial generation has social anxiety disorder. Yes. I would say social anxiety is a big thing around here. Like people are socially awkward. People are just common. But it's not everyone though. It's definitely not. I don't want. Look, I'm not. I don't want to paint this picture like everybody is socially awkward here. But just I come in contact with a lot of socially awkward people. I do. I do. SF folks be fake. They're fake, but it's not the same LA fake. Put it like that. It's not the same LA fake. LA's got oh, and then social distancing has definitely I think social distancing has actually made things better. Honestly, I think social distancing has made things better because I won't put it like this. Before, okay, even before coronavirus started, you're socially weird people. What they would do is like, okay, put it like this. Like someone's sitting down on a bench, right? And I walk up and I sit down next to them. And then literally like 30 seconds later, they just get up and leave, right? Well, nowadays, I won't even have to worry about that, okay? Because if I go sit down next to someone, right? And it is 6 feet away, because before it could be 10 feet away and they would still get up and leave, right? But now, if I go sit down next to someone and it's 6 feet away, like they won't move because those those weirdo people, they're probably afraid to come out because of the coronavirus. if people social distancing, what about sex? That's weird to me. Well, of course they would get creative when it comes to that. Or maybe they would just wear a mask. Maybe they would only just you can only do a doggy style, you know. Then both of you guys wear a mask, you know, and then that way like there's no, particles going from your mouth. But then also like no one can get head either, you know. And if you can't get head, it's like fuck. Like I really want to just fuck without getting head. Like that's kind of like that's almost like having cookies and ice cream, but like you don't get the cookies, but you only get the ice cream, but you really wanted the cookies before the ice cream, you know? But then you get the ice cream, but then you don't even get the cookies, but you still thinking about the cookies. You know what I'm saying, yo? What happened to that? I wonder what happened to the chick from Treasure Island. He said no peanut butter. I was like so trying to hit up the chick from Treasure Island and she didn't want to hit up. She didn't want to talk. I'm telling y'all, it's always like that. It's always like that around here in the Bay. Whenever someone's like, yo, I want to talk. I want to talk. And I'm like, yo, let's talk. Let's talk. They always back away. Speaking of STDs, well, I mean, you can still wear a condom. Like, of course. Like, are you speaking of STDs or are you speaking of coronavirus? Because we're talking about coronavirus. Just have a date at a testing site. Wait, the test results are not so instant. You would have to like, you'd have to go on a date to the testing site, and then y'all would have to like go your separate ways and wait for the results to come back, and then meet up the next day. That's how you would pull it on John's off. Women find any excuse not to like you anymore. I mean, that's. It's. I think it's like that because I'm in the Bay, yo. I think it's like that because I'm in the Bay. Because it's not like that when I'm traveling, y'all. It's not like that when I'm traveling, dude. Did it seem like people avoided you when you're... I don't know. I think I definitely got way more action when I had shorter hair, for sure. But not necessarily. I dated Vanessa, and like that's like the only chick that I really went on. That's the only chick I really dated. So. Yeah. If you show them you're too interested, they'll be turned off. I didn't show her I was too interested. I was just like, we just met in a live stream, and she hit me up on Instagram, and like, I think I messaged her like, hey, what's going on? What are you up to today? You know, something along those lines, like, oh, it's the weekend or something like that. She never responded back. But like, I don't know, maybe maybe she don't respond to Instagram messages. Like, there's so many different platforms out there, you know. Treasure Island. Well, Treasure Island's a chill place, but it's like going there is like nothing to really show because there's no business. There's like one shop, and it's just like residential and like old abandoned government buildings. But the part I do like about it is it's like its own little. It's very deserted and there's not a lot of people and. I mean, on a hot day, it's very breezy and. Funny. You are definitely a closed introvert. I'm definitely an introvert, yo. Do not like being around a lot of people. Small circles, I'm good. I'm straight. Lots of people, I'll get distracted. I'll be like, huh, what's going on over there? there's no one over there. Let's go hang out over there, you know? Too many people? Oh, too much going on. What you eat today? Vegan. What did I eat today? So I woke up this morning, I was craving pancakes, but didn't feel like craving pancakes because I was watching some videos on the internet. And then I ended up going, I had a sandwich, like a vegan turkey sandwich with vegan cheese. It was dank. Then I was out skateboarding, and I went to the Castro, and I went to this little Mediterranean spot, and I got some fries, and I also got some hummus. Went to Dolores Park and ate it, and it was so freaking cold and windy at the park. And then now, I just had some of this banana nut bread. from Trader Joe's. Yeah, I had some hummus today. I haven't had hummus since the freaking lockdown. since it started. And the reason why I haven't had, well, I haven't had hummus from a restaurant. Like, I've had the hummus from the grocery store, but, like, I don't, it's not the same hummus because it's all cold and refrigerated and stuff. But the hummus from the shop, like, I like the hummus from the shop because it's, like, when you eat it, it's, like, warm, it's hot, you know? But then that's one reason why I haven't had hummus from the shop, because you can't eat it in the store. You can't eat it in the shop, so you have to get it and bring it all the way home. By the time I bring it all the way home, freaking hummus. The hummus and the french fries are gonna be like all like, the hummus is gonna be cold and then the freaking french fries are gonna be like soft and soggy. So I just didn't order it at all, you know? Just didn't order it. And then today, since I went by there and saw that they were open, I like ordered it and just ate it really fast on the side of the street in the wind. My hair is like almost dry now. I just have a little, no it's not. It's dry up here though, which is important. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. I cannot want to wash my hair again tomorrow night. What is hummus? I've had it in hummus. Hummus is just like mashed chickpeas. Like they just mash them, and then they add like some sort of spice or season or something to it, onions or something to give it a little bit of flavor. And they some places have it warm when they serve it. Some places have it cold when they serve it. I'd rather have it warm when it's served. I think I want a new hairstyle. What up, night owl? What up? Don't look at me in the eyes while I swallow my bird up. That ain't right, dude. I'm just trying to eat. My bad. What shampoo did I use? I use this shampoo. I just use this. I found it in my building. It was brand new. And it's also, if you look really close, it's vegan. So they don't test it on any animals. Yeah, but it was free. Yeah, like when people move out, they just like leave so much shit behind. So it's like, hey, I'm still here. I'll take it. I'll take it off your hands for you. I just did like 4 washes. So like, get in the shower, like wash it once. And you only wash the scalp. Don't worry about the ends. I mean, I don't really wash the ends because so much water's gonna run through the freaking ends, and then eventually I'm gonna wring it and stuff. Just do it like 4 times. It feels so good. What is a good second income to have while working a corporate full-time job? I would say a second income would be a good one to have if you're still working. Would be to Okay, I'm just gonna answer this question in more than one way. Okay, I'm gonna answer this question in the whole idea of you don't have a lot of like internet background. Okay, in that scenario, I would say possibly start some sort of business that would require very, very, very little. Start a business that requires very little money to get started. Okay, and what I mean by that is pretty much what I just did recently is I started making the t-shirts. It cost me like less than $1,000 to get started. Like less than $1,000 to get started, and I think I made well over $1,000 already off of it. But it cost me less than 1,000 to get started. So basically, I didn't have to put up a lot of money to get started, you know. And I'm making I'm not making a lot of money off of it. I'm making anywhere from like $100 to about $500 a week, like just selling T-shirts, right? So it's not a lot of money. Um, and I think that will fluctuate because if I'm out like pushing them, I'm gonna sell more of them. But then if I'm not out pushing them, right? And if I'm not out pushing them online, I'm not gonna sell as many. But then also, if I'm not out selling shirts, I'm probably gonna be out doing something else, making money to replace that I'm not making. You know, I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there. So like maybe that's something you can do. This is something that's really random. If you don't live in the city, you could drive around and find houses or find businesses that don't. People say they can't hear me. Are you taking off, Grace Image? You want to do a shoot? You should message me. You should message me on Instagram now, and then that way I'll like follow you. Or could I just find you on Instagram? Is that the same name on Instagram? Another thing, another thing you could do is this would cost you like less than $100 to get started, but you could go around and charge people to spray paint their numbers on their houses. I mean, you know how easy that would be to get started, but you could do that one too. You could do deliveries. I don't know if this is the same person. I don't know. It's 1:45 in Chicago. I'm trying to think of another one that you could do. Another one that you could do is this is pretty niche, and you kind of have to have a little edge, and you kind of have to be a little techie to do this one. I used to do this all the time in Santa Barbara. This will not work in every city though. This is only gonna work in certain places. Sell things on eBay that you can find at yard sales. This could be a popular one, and like I say, this one is kind of tough because you kind of have to know about a lot of different items so that way you can know like what you can buy, like what you can sell, and how much you can get for it. So like this one is a little tricky. Because I used to hustle this one all the time, dude. I used to hustle this one all the time, and I'm gonna give you the perfect example. Things I used to look for. I would purposely go to flea markets and swap meets, and I would look for things that are made in the USA. It was my main thing. I would look for things that are made in the USA because, like fashion accessories, fashion items that are made in the USA, because they blend in with everything else. They blend in with everything else. Okay, for example, New Balance. Y'all know I'm always talking about New Balance. Whenever I'm talking about made in the USA, New Balance always comes up. So check this out, New Balance. Majority of New Balance shoes are not made in the US. Almost all of them are made in Asia. Not necessarily China, but somewhere over there, right? Somewhere over there. All the ones over there in Asia are going to be cheaper, and they're also gonna be a different quality. They're not gonna be a bad quality, but they're not gonna be as high quality as the ones in America, right? And also, um, New Balance makes shoes in the UK too, and the ones that they make in the UK and the US, hey, them just hot, yo. Especially the ones in the UK are like way flyer than the ones in the US. But if you can go to a swap meet and find the ones that are made in the USA and they're next to the ones made in China, you know, you ask them how much those the ones made in China, and they say, oh, $5, $5, $5, $7, $7, $8, $8. And then you ask them, oh, how much are these? And they say, oh, $5, $5, $8, $8, $10. You get them $8 from shoes. You go around and flip them bad boys on eBay for $70, yo. 70 bones, just right there, right there. Okay. Now, as you going through the swap meet, you look for other things that are made in the USA too. I'm gonna tell you something else. All right. Okay, so that can happen with your eBay account. That can happen with your eBay account. But once again, you also, I don't even think he had a Chinese accent, yo, because a Chinese dude probably would have known. Or his kids probably would have known or something. But I'll tell you another way. You kind of have to know if it's real or not. That's one thing that maybe your average person won't know. I used to work in retail, so like I can sort of figure it out, you know. Jeans is another one. Jeans is a big one. There's a lot of different American-made jeans that, you know, when you put them next to a pair of Levi's, you know, yeah, they might look a little different. You know, the seller is selling the Levi's for $4, and they're selling this pair of Levi's for $5 and $6. And then there's some nice, decent jeans there, and they're like, okay, I want $12 for these, right? And then you turn around and take them home and get $100 for them on eBay. I'm telling you, I used to do this shit all day, yo. I used to do it all day. And if you want to make even faster money, but less money, is you would just go buy it from the flea market or the swap meet, and then you would take it to a consignment store. Now, I'm gonna give you I don't really mess with consignment stores too much, because these consignment stores, they trying to make money. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so consignment stores, they trying to make money. So basically, if I find a pair of shoes that I paid $10 for, I can basically go and sell those on eBay and maybe get like 100, right? But if I take those shoes to a consignment store, you know how much they'll give me for those same shoes? They might give me $20 for those shoes. $20. Mm-hmm. So the thing with consignment stores, like, it's a tough one, you know. It's a tough one. Like, I remember I had some Lacoste shirts, right? And I tried to take them to a consignment store, and the lady was just like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you $6 for them." And they're like Lacoste shirts, like brand new Lacoste shirts, and she was like $6. And I went ahead and flipped it on eBay and got like $53. $53. So like, you can go to consignment stores, but remember, consignment stores, like, hey, they trying to make money for them. They gotta pay the rent. They gotta pay all that. Oh yeah, I do have roommates leave shit. You guys already know. So I used to when I lived in Santa Barbara, I used to go to Isla Vista and get free stuff and flip it all the time too. But I don't even flip stuff like that anymore. Like, I don't even like having a lot of shit around me, you know? There's too much stuff on my desk right now. watched you on YouTube for so long. So the life you live doesn't have time for a relationship with a female. Yeah, I guess so. But then at the same time, it's like I'm in a relationship with you guys. So like, how do I find the time to start another relationship? Why did you leave South Africa? My visa. Like I can only stay for 90 days. I can only stay for 90 days. I can only stay for 90 days. You better not cheat on us. I don't know. That's actually that's kind of interesting what this person just said. You the way I live, I don't have time for a female. I don't know. I guess I mean, do I not have time for a girlfriend the way I move around? Hmm. Better with. I don't know. Maybe there is some truth to that. Maybe I move around too much. So how do I change my life to? What would that mean? Like I'm really thinking about that one. I guess I am. Maybe I'm too nomadic. Maybe if she's open to something. I don't know. I guess I move around too much. I got too much going on. I got too much going on in my goddamn life. Come to Australia, mate. You think I should come to Australia? Australia seems like it'd be fun. I'm gonna tell y'all, I wanna go to UK. I wanna go and stay for like a year. And just like hang out in London, make YouTube videos. Deliver shit on a bike. Just like go all around London. Like I wanna do that, like for real. Go and do Postmates. No, I just try to do Uber Eats. Because they got that partnership with McDonald's. But I guess I could do that in Australia, but Australia you probably ain't gonna make as much money as you would make in London. Australia has that thing. Yeah, that big ass snake in Australia. Oh my gosh, that snake was so big, yo. Most women aren't about the travel lifestyle unless it's fancy. It's really most travelers like Jermaine find money to save. Look for bargains, girls just want IG pics. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. This post right here, this comment, there's a lot of truth to this comment. There are a lot of truth to this comment, y'all. There is so much truth to this comment. Because, like, I think this could be the one big reason why I don't find anyone, because you know maybe maybe there's a lot of truth to that. I don't think the audio is low. Like it's just I think maybe your device is turned down, because that's one thing I do notice. Like looking good online is almost more important than feeling good, than actually doing good. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a lot of truth to that. But that's also why like I really enjoy traveling and I want to meet someone outside the country. someone that doesn't have the same, like, you know, someone that's not, basically someone that doesn't have that same, maybe someone that thinks a little bit more minimalistic, you know? Female travelers tend to be poor hippie type. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what? So what? So what? I'm not gonna change myself. What am I gonna do? Like, I mean, what would I do different? Hang out with more hippies. I think that's just a better idea. Hang out with more fucking hippies. Yeah, I've seen the YouTube videos of people living travel in a van. But then, that's actually one huge reason why I don't want to live in a van and why I don't want to travel in a van. Because this is one thing I think about. Like, if I live in a van, like, what girl is gonna talk to me? Okay? Like, only, like, the hippie chicks, right? But, like, no girl is gonna want to talk, you know what I mean? Except for a hippie chick. So I can, because you gotta think about it. Like, why would a girl want to talk to, like, a dude that lives in a van when, like, she lives in a house? You know what I mean? So, like, people always ask me, like, why won't you do the van life? Well, then it's kind of like, well, goddamn. It's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know some chicks would like the van life, right? Like, not every girl's not gonna like it. But it's harder for a dude to sell to a girl, hey, I live in a van, versus a girl selling to a dude, I live in a van. Like, it's a whole lot different for a guy versus a girl, yo. Let me say these bands picked out. Especially a black dude. I mean, bingo. Like, come on, yo. It's just some things like dudes can't do, you know? I think the best thing for me to do is just leave the country, y'all. Because I'm telling you, as soon as I go to other places, like, people think I'm, like, the coolest person ever. Like, around here, it's like, yeah, you make YouTube videos, that's okay. You know, nothing special. You should go get a real job, you know? That's kind of how it is, you know? And I'm like, well, you got a real job, and look how you fucking live, yo. And you telling me to go get a real job? You should just go pull your thumb out of your fucking ass. That's what you should do. Like, that's what I just want to be telling folks, because people be telling me shit like that all the time. Like, oh, yeah. You got it all wrong. Oh, I got it all wrong. Oh, really? Huh. You are very in denial. You gotta move to Thailand and get massaged all day. Yo, but like, I'm just thinking of you guys really got me to think about something, right? You guys just really got me to think about something. Like, it's a part of it. Something doesn't make sense because, okay, so pretty much yesterday I was hanging out with someone from my hometown, right? This chick from my hometown. She was in town for a couple days. And she was telling me I was like, where do you live? And she told me where she lives. She lives in another part of California. And I was like, oh, like, what do you live in? She was like, oh, I live with this guy that I met, and he is this, this rich dude. His parents bought him this house, and it's like this 4-bedroom house, and I rent a room out of his house. And it's just dope. Like, it's a really, really nice house, and, like, I love him, and, like, he's really, really cool, and, like, everybody's really, really cool, and I'm so glad I live there. And you know, honestly, if I wasn't living with him, I don't even think I would live in California. You know, because I don't think I would live in California. But you know, it's a cool place. You know, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then I was talking about, we're talking about the break-ins, right? We're talking about the break-ins, and they're like, what stores did they break in? And I was just trying to name some stores, and I said they broke into the Cartier store, and she was with a friend. Neither one of them knew what Cartier was, and then I showed her like a photo, right, of what it was, and she was like, oh yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. Will you buy me one? I mean, come on, will you buy me one? Will you buy me one? And it's like, I noticed she said that, and then I also noticed how she was talking about how like multiple guys want to like take her out, but she wants a girlfriend, you know? And she was like, oh, I can get all of this stuff from these guys, and I can get all of this stuff from these guys. That's what it's about. I think that's what it's about. It's about like what you can get, who's got the biggest house, who's got the best. I don't know. But then, honestly, I don't look at my friend as a gold digger. I don't. And the reason why I don't is because that's like most girls that I hear. That's like most girls that I hear around here. Like it's always something that, it's something along those lines of that. Like all the time. Like it's like what, it's all about how much the dude has. It's how much he has, like all the time. You know? Yeah, you're right, maybe. Shit. Hey man, that's the West Coast. You're just crazy. I guess, is all of the West Coast like this? Yeah, it's crazy. Defining with bases on potential sexual network. Yeah, that's true. The East Coast ain't so bad. Maybe the East Coast is not as bad. New subscriber, you're probably like, what is this live stream all about? This guy's crazy. or maybe they're not. Maybe they're thinking, yo, what an interesting perspective. Oh, not at all. Straight turn off these days most of the time. People are like that. That's why they're lonely and wolf on the husband's heart say just because you keep jumping around. Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about it. It'll happen. Possessions don't make people happy. No, possessions don't. Experiences make people happy. Doing things make people happy. Doing something. Being around someone, laughing at something, telling a story. That time this happened. It makes you happy. You remember that amazing moment. You know that those things make people happy. Not things. Things make you happy in the moment, but things don't really make you happy like later on down the line. I mean, you remember those things, but they don't make you happy. A lot of times when people talk about things that they used to have, they talk about it in a sad way. Like, oh my gosh, remember I used to have that 1970 Thunderbird. Remember? We used to drive that car all everywhere, and then I crashed it, and it's gone. You know, it's like, damn, okay, that's material things for you. They go old. But when you go and you experience life and you go have a really, really good experience, that it's over. You remember that as a really amazing experience. You remember that like, oh, dude, I was in South Africa and I was out hiking and I got to see these amazing views. And I was in Australia and I was hiking and I got to see these amazing views. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you talk about something bad, but then when you talk about something bad, it's like, I saw a snake in Australia. It scared the living hell out of me, and I'm not gonna mess with hiking off the beaten path. And you know what I mean? Like, it's a difference. It's a difference. If you were a woman, would you try to find a man with a large income? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think that it's kind of interesting because I put it like this. Put it like this. I know a lot of people, a lot of girls that would love to have a rich dude, right? Would love to. They would love to. Because they think that the rich dude's gonna take care of them. They would love to. But when I went to Santa Barbara City College, there was this couple. They were not a couple. They were not like a couple they were not boyfriend and girlfriend. But there is this guy I know, I'm just gonna call him S, and there was a girl I know, J. S came from this family in Northern California. They own this really popular brewery in Northern California that basically sell beer throughout the US. Okay. He was very well off. The girl, I met him in a finance class. The girl, she was a trust fund from New York. Really rich family. Raised by a black woman. Completely cultured. Like, just very cultured. Like, when I met him, he was cool. But then when I met her, I was like, damn, this girl's got some flavor, yo. Like, to be just a rich white girl, And then I realized, oh yeah, she was raised by a black woman, so she's not afraid of black people, Cool. And it was kind of interesting because she never we never like talked, we never dated, but all the dudes she dated were like not rich dudes at all, like not rich dudes at all. And this chick could have dated like she could have went around and she could have really talked to rich dudes because she came from a pretty well off background. Like she was the type of chick that, $10,000 coats and shit and fancy dinners all the time. And, she would literally go, it was times that she would fly back and forth. She would go to New York like every week. Like she would straight up like, we would be in college and she would go to New York on Thursdays and then come back on like Sunday. Like just go for like a couple days, like just for the hell of it. She spent so much money, y'all, and she would always date broke dudes. Like she did not want to date a rich motherfucker, like at all. And majority of the time, the dudes had no idea that she was just, loaded. She didn't, cause she didn't really. Like she definitely spent a lot more money than your average person, but she wasn't like, I don't know, she was different. She wanted a poor guy so she can control, and yeah, probably. But that's the same way. That's the same way with a dude, though. That's the same way with a dude. Why do you think? It's the same way that men do women. She's gonna stay with me. She's gonna stay with me. I can treat her like shit. I can go fuck this other girl. She's gonna stay with me. She's gonna stay with me. It's the same thing. my friend's husband bought it for her friend, so she paid off. He had a fun black woman professor. She was a lawyer too, pretty smart. Hey Jermaine, just wanted to say I watch your streams because of the protests, but I sub because I appreciate your perspective, man. Oh my gosh, I got a horrible perspective, right? Perspective. I don't know. Shit. Man, look, I don't care. Hey, fuck all these bitches. Let's just go get some more money. Like, let's try and make $3,000 next week. Let's try and get 3 of these bitches next week. I don't know. I cannot wait to get out of America, yo. I cannot wait to get out of this country, yo. Maybe I'll just go back to Eastern Europe. Maybe I'll go to Serbia, right? I just got post up there for a couple of months and then go back to Macedonia, right? And then what am I going to do for the winter, right? Because I do not want to be in Eastern Europe for the winter, yo. Is she still dating average men now? What do you mean is she still dating average men? No, I haven't bought any stock in like 2 months, yo. I was talking about buying some. I did get a little bit of the real. That's the only thing I got. Do you owe any taxes? I haven't did my taxes, but I don't think so, because I have a lot of withholdings from like YouTube. But then I also have like, I still have to do them. Maybe I'll do them tomorrow. Because if I get them out of the way, they'll just be out of the way. Oh, it's a pharmaceutical company. Subscriber meetup. I should do a subscriber meetup. It went up in the last 2 days. A lot of things went up in the last 2 days, yo. Did that rich girl settle with an average income man? I haven't talked to her. I actually heard she lives in San Francisco. But I would imagine I don't know, that's a good question. Can you guys believe one day we're out shopping, right? We're out shopping, and she had a Rolex on that she got from her father. And we went to this store, and she was trying on this Nixon watch. And she took her Rolex off and set it down and tried on this Nixon watch and turned around and walked away. Forgot it and left it there. And we got in the car and we drove away. And as we were driving back, she discovered that, like, I don't have my watch. And like she like left it there. And we called and like no one turned it in. Like, she wasn't even tripping, yo. I mean, she was like pissed, but like she was like, well, fuck it. I'll just add to my list of the shit I lost before. Daddy's money. July is going to be a big indicator for future stocks. July's gonna be a good one, yo. We'll have to see what happens in July. I'm afraid of the stock market. I was probably just gonna buy a whole bunch of Tesla. I think I'm probably just gonna buy a bunch of Tesla, actually. I want to get like 11 shares, like 10,000 worth. I don't know if the freaking market's gonna go down or what. Do I think the market's gonna go down? No, don't buy a Tesla. I want Tesla to make like a $25,000 car. But yo, they gotta actually make some of these other cars first before. They gotta make that truck, and they gotta make that sports car, and they gotta make the small SUV, and then they gotta make the roofs, and they gotta make the top. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, what about this stream? I think homeboy Jermaine is gonna get ready to lay down. Oh. My hair is like basically dry. What about Apple? Man, I think Apple's gonna be a $2 trillion company. They're talking about in the next like 6 months or something, it might be $2 trillion. Like, for real. She's gonna marry someone. She's gonna marry someone. Her father's gonna find out. Probably. $35,000 is the cheapest Model 3. It is, but like not exactly. Like it's not exactly $35. It's not exactly 35,000. Because I don't think they're making that cheap one right now. They're making like the more expensive ones. Apple has a lot of upside, I think, because more business are leaving Windows and going to Mac. Yeah, I think Apple definitely has a lot of I think it has a lot of upside. Yeah, it's 35 after credit. Do you know any other good indicators of family kids that are hooked on phones, texts? Imagine future revenue for these companies. That's very true. And then also these companies are so much bigger than companies in the past. It's like 45. I'm gonna put 1,000 into Apple. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna end this stream because I'm gonna like take off. I'm gonna end the stream, okay? I will see all of you guys later. Yes. I see you guys tomorrow. I will have video for you. You can watch it. You can look at it. You can type on it. I see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Thanks for the super chats. I didn't do anything today. I did things today, but I didn't do anything. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Marty. No, they are not looting in SF. And I'm happy they're not looting because it's a little wild. And it's just, yeah, good night. No looting.